How many of you guys have heard of the alternative health therapy, touch therapy? Touch therapy. Sometimes it's abbreviated TT in literature, touch therapy. So, oh, most of you haven't. Okay, so how many of you have heard of LMT? Licensed massage therapists get in there. I love deep tissue massage. It's wonderful when you get really, really hurt. Like when I hurt my shoulder, Tomas gets in there. He's Hungarian, which makes it even better. Love you, Tomas. He's in his elbow. I look down, I see his little Adidas, and when I see him going up on one foot, I know I'm in pain, but my God, it's good. So you got that. You also have therapeutic massage, which is a little, that's what we go and get student massages sometimes and fall asleep on the table. It's a great way to get a 1 hour nap. But LMT, deep tissue massage, you're not falling asleep. If you're falling asleep, if you're falling asleep, bless you. I'm crying, screaming in my, oh! So both of those things, whether it's LMT, deep tissue, or therapeutic, there's hands on your body, like maneuvering muscles. Touch therapy it's designed to adjust what's called the human energy field without touching your body. And if you've ever seen, if you've ever seen a practitioner, which is interesting, you'll see like hands like this, but not touching. And the idea is it's adjusting something that you can't see or touch or feel, but it's still there. All right? And as I can see by your looks, you're like, wait a minute, that sounds like a bunch of hooey. Okay, totally fine, totally fine. But the thing is that when I go to Tomas and he works on my rotator cuff, I know it's working because I get up and I'm like, okay, like my shoulder that was like this is now like this, and I can move my arm again, and all is well. How do you prove that something like that works or doesn't work? That's where it gets tough, right? That's where it gets tough, because if you can't see it, and you can't feel it, and you can't touch it, how do you know it's there? And if you don't know it's there, how do you know it can be adjusted? Like muscle fiber, you can like cut a corpse open, not that you should do this, but you can cut a corpse open and you can see the muscle. Oh look, there's muscle fibers. And I can see how you can kind of get them into alignment. Anybody ever laid on a lacrosse ball to get a muscle knot out? That works great. Yeah, Casey's like, yeah, that works great. Because it's a feeling you have when you're done. You know how it feels before, you know how it feels after, and you're like, okay, got it. This is a little bit trickier. So what I did was, I designed an experiment for us to do. Let me put it over here. So there it is. So you guys are gonna have to pair off to do this. We need a practitioner and an experimentee. So experimenter and experimentee. Let's see, we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 18. Okay, I'll have to pair up with somebody. We'll do that. So each pair is going to need a penny. That's going to help us randomize. And what we're going to do is the practitioner, the experimenter, is going to test to see. I'm not going to test if touch therapy works today because I'm not practiced in touch therapy. But I did some research into the energy field to see where the energy field is and how to identify it in a certain person. Okay, and I got the source down here for you if you want to check it out. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to break you guys up, teach you a little bit about the energy field that exists, or that is said to exist in the human body, and see if we can see if it's actually there. Statistically. We can't see it, right? You can't touch it, you can't feel it, you can't see it. But we're going to see if numbers can help us decide if it's there or not. Fair enough? So what I encourage you guys to do, we're going to kill the camera here. I'm going to send you out amongst the building. You're probably going to want to be away from everybody else while you do this, kind of in a quiet area, because you want to kind of mitigate any other extraneous variables like heat or wind or anything like that. So spread out. This is a huge building. This is a freaking huge building. It's 3 floors. Wander about with your partner. Find a nice quiet place. 1 quiz per group is all you're going to need. So 1 quiz per 2 people. Here you go. And then I think 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we have 1 left over. Somebody can pair with me. That's fine. Cool? And why don't you read the first part of the quiz while you're in class and make sure it makes sense, and then wander off to actually do the experiment. Cool?